Coverage you can count on continues. This is News Channel 15's First News Weekend.
There are so many activities throughout the city of Fort Wayne, like learning something new at Science Central.
And you're never too old to learn something new.
No, definitely
We're joined
not.
again this morning by Martin Fisher of Science Central. We love having you come in, Martin.
Good morning.
Give us some good experiments to do at home. And today you've brought something that deals with physics, right?
Exactly. Today we're going to do a balance experiment, and it is something that you can try at home. You'll need a short broom and a really tall broom. We're going to explain the physics of why. Sounds counterintuitive. It's actually easier to balance a taller broom on your fingertip. Here's why. So we're dealing with something called a resistance to motion, which is inertia. You're familiar at home. You try to push a boulder, and it's really tough to move. But once you start pushing a boulder, because you're all able to, it has that resistance, which is known as inertia. We're dealing with circular resistance, which is called angular resistance to motion, or inertia, angular inertia. So we're going to start with a short stick, and this is one of the exhibits that we have at Science Central.
Okay.
It's going to be very, very difficult for me to balance this one on my fingertip. I try to move my finger underneath, but it is not easy to do.
And that's just because of the different resistive
kind of proud of
forces.
myself there.
Yeah.
So what's happening is when this thing starts to fall, it's not falling straight down. My finger's in the way. Instead, it tips and then starts to go in a circle, an angle, and that's known as angular momentum, which is angular motion. However, if the weight is higher up, I have more time to counter and get my finger underneath to be able to stay balanced. So now we're going to try it with a longer stick.
Okay,
And
let's see this.
Who wants to do it?
Kelly,
Anyone?
Let's
Anyone?
do this.
All
It's
right.
my first Science
So
Central
we're
experiment.
going to go
We've got a-
super
Oh,
tall.
no.
I don't even know, can the camera even zoom out
Oh,
for
no.
this
You
one?
got this.
If not, I'll shorten it. If not, so we'll be able to get it all on camera.
All right.
All right.
just
So
right
think
here?
this is gonna go
yeah,
on
you
my-
get it
on my head.
balanced. You hold it, and you get it balanced.
Just like that?
Yeah. Keep your hand there
Oh,
until
keep-
you. And now, when
okay.
you've got a feel for it, you'll let go with your left hand.
Okay.
And then just try to move your right hand so that it stays underneath that mass, which is all the way up there. You're doing well.
Okay.
See? Think about that
Yeah,
shorter one.
it's
It would
not
have already
as
fallen.
Tough.
You've got time.
Hey,
You've got time
anticipating.
to
Yeah,
react.
exactly.
You
It's
have
not as
time
tough.
to move underneath the mass, which is all the way up there. Remember, it seems like it should be falling straight down, but it isn't. It's going in a circular motion, angular, and we're getting a resistance and inertia to it.
Awesome.
All right, do you want to try it?
I'm good, but let's
Okay.
talk about this.
So we're going to deal with yet another balance activity. This has to do with shape. Center of mass, base of support. This is a different exhibit that we have at Science Central. This was one, this is another. When you have a wide wide base of support, there's greater surface area in contact with the ground. If I turn it over, you can see that now it's a smaller square, so there's less contact with the ground. That's the point of contact with the earth. This one is less balanced. Give it a push. And it easily topples, tips over. Now, if we have that wider base of support and the center of mass is lower down, most of the weight is at the bottom.
Okay.
Give it a push now, Rob. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
going to
Gonna
fall
go.
over. Much more
Pyramids.
balanced. Exactly, yeah. It doesn't matter if
Okay.
it's a square or triangular pyramid. So these are the permanent exhibits. We even have a temporary one. Our traveling exhibition called Bones Carnival opens up today.
Oh, brand
Yeah,
new.
we're excited
Yeah.
to see that one.
That's a good one. I'm really having fun with it.
Cool.
Very cool. Well, thanks so much for coming in
Thank
this
you.
morning.
My
Always good
pleasure.
to have you in, Martin. You and your family can check out Science Central Wednesday through Sunday. It's open from 12 to 5 p.m. today.